Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be solving LeetCode 509, Fibonacci number. So the Fibonacci numbers, commonly denoted f of n, form a sequence called the Fibonacci sequence, such that each number in the sum of the two preceding is the sum of the two preceding ones, starting from 0 to 1. So if we take a look at example 1, right, they give us an input of n is equal to 2. The output should be 1 because f of 1 plus f of 0 is going to be 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, right? And we can see this in the rest of the examples. So it's just the sum of the last two preceding numbers, excluding 0 and 1. 0 is going to return 0, and 1 is going to return 1. So we're going to solve this recursively and with memoization. So we will have another helper function. We're just going to call it underscore fib. This helper function is going to take in the current number that we're at along with a memoization object. Okay, so to solve this recursively, we'll say if n is equal to 0, what do we return? Well, the Fibonacci number f of 0 is just 0, right? So we can just return 0. If n is equal to 1, right, we can just return 1. Otherwise, how do we calculate the Fibonacci number? Well, it's just return fib of n minus 1 plus fib of n minus 2, right? And this would give us a brute force solution, but we need to solve this with memoization to speed it up, right? So let's just say if we wanted to run this, we could copy all this and put it in here, and this would run. So let's do this. Just so everyone can see. Right, so it does run. We'll submit this. Right, so it's pretty slow, right? Beats 23% of submissions, and normally I don't check out the LeetCode's runtime just because it's unreliable, but now let's do this with our helper function so we can see how much faster or how much speed up we get. So to memoize, we are going to say, okay, so if n is in our memo object, we're just going to return memo of n. And then instead of returning this, we're going to put this object inside of our memo. So we'll say memo of whatever current number we are at is going to be this object. And then we can just return memo of n. And then we also are going to have to return our helper function call up here. So we will return self.fib and pass an n, and then our memo object is going to be an empty dictionary. So let's see here. Oh, we also have to pass along our memo object to our recursive calls. Now we can run this. Hopefully it still works. Yep. Submit. And there we go. See, we went from what, like 23% all the way up to 85%. So this is going to give us a time and space complexity of O of n for both. All right, that'll do it for LeetCode 509.